Hello.
Hello. Good
We're
evening.
we're
It's good to see you
back.
back. Absolutely. What was it that Arnold Schwarzenegger? I'll be back.
Yeah.
And we are. Thank you. It's
Yeah.
been 2 weeks. Oh my goodness.
I know it. Time just flies, but yet,
Goes right by really quick.
yeah. And I hope people didn't. We're a little late today, so I hope people didn't think, oh, they're not showing up again.
No, I know. I thought about that too late as well. But they might check in to see if we're back, and we are now. So we can go ahead and get started a little bit. And this is Eyes of Indigo. I am Margot, and that is Iris Carter beside me. And
Hello.
we want to welcome all of our regular listeners. Uh, a lot of people actually listen to us after this live broadcast. So we appreciate all you audio listeners as well. Thank you. And we'd like to extend a warm welcome to any newcomers. You are always welcome. Thank you for coming to our channel and checking us out. And if you'd like to learn more about who is Margot, who is Iris, what did Iris do to get her to this point in her career? Woo! She has ridden many brooms,
Mm.
and I have ridden many knives. You can see what I'm being silly about in our very first episode, September of 2020, called The Prequel. And it is a shorter show, like 30 minutes,
Hmm.
that you can see our credentials and where we've been, what we've studied, what we do on the side and full time, and learn more about why we're qualified to talk about this interesting stuff. And let's see, tonight, woo, energy is shifting. Wow, I am really, my brain wants to go off. Tonight's show is about meditation, and my brain is already trying really hard to go meditate and go check out in the ether. It's already trying to do that. I'm not going into dead silence. My brain is trying to shift into another awareness, or my mind is actually. Brain's staying right where it is. And so let's shift. Let's just go ahead and shift into tonight's topic.
Obviously,
If
it's calling to you.
it's calling to be hard, you know what? We do need to extend the invitation for if whoever's watching. If you are watching us on YouTube or if you are watching us on Facebook, please write to us on the chat or in the comments and just let us know you're here. Say hello, say hi. And that is the easiest way for us to know people are out there. During the show, we're going to ask you to participate if you want to and tell us your thoughts, your feelings, questions. All everything is welcome. So never be shy, never surrender.
or surrender to your will to let us know that you're here.
You don't remember anything. Absolutely. These are not your droids. So have fun with us. Come and play. And so, Iris, do you want me to read the promotion? Because I know you're busy trying to prepare some more
I
stuff
got it
for
figured
us.
out. I got it figured
Nice.
out. So I'm
Nice.
in a good place. So tonight is meditation methods and means. Some think meditation requires a lot of time and effort. They assume it is only perfected after years and years of practice. Pack those assumptions away because we're going to lighten the load, learn what meditation is, how it's done in a variety of ways, and find your inner peace now. So
Now.
yeah, and I will
Excellent.
hide that. Yeah, so let me get rid of that.
Excellent. Excellent.
Okay, so yeah, do say hello to us and let us know you're there. That helps.
Say
To
hi. Say namaste. Say go blow your nose. Tell us what city or state you're in, if you'd like, if you wish. Just ideas, whatever floats your boat. Ask us questions. hopefully relative to the topic.
I might as well show this because we mentioned it already. This is the picture of the koala bear. What do where he's got the leaf hanging out of his mouth? What do you mean? It takes years to master meditation.
His little stunned face is so cute.
Yeah, but it doesn't. And it's amazing. I felt so much better when I found out that I already was meditating and
Mhm.
didn't know that that's what it was called. Ah, there's Lee.
Lee,
Uh,
stop again for a few moments of peace and sanity. Thank you, Lee.
Yay!
That's pretty much how we feel about it, too. Absolutely. Partway through the show, I'm actually going to lead us through a favorite meditation that every time I've done it, uh, people are ecstatic. They love it. And my husband taught it to me when we were dating eons ago, 11, 12 years ago. So
Wow.
and it's evolved a little bit, but it's a fascinating one. It's really cool. That's easy to replicate on your own later. So I'm going to do a guided meditation that you can later do on your own. But before we do that, we want to shift back to meditations as we know it. We wanted to cover what we think meditation is and point out some ways that meditation actually happens on a day-to-day basis. And ours has this wonderful meme that illustrates that. Go ahead.
It's meditation, and it's one of those things. What my friends think I do, what my mom thinks I do. So, and the reason that I verbalize this is for somebody who is listening to the podcast without the visuals. So, what my friends think I do, and it's a woman on a mountain in a lotus position kind of thing, meditating. What my mom thinks I do, and it looks like this mass meditation, all these people lined up like you're in some ashram or something.
It looks like a
And then
cult or it looks like a cult or an ashram, right?
yeah, and what I still do, and it's like all these thoughts, red, green, blue,
Scribble,
bubbles around.
scribble, scribble,
Yeah, and
distraction.
then what I still can't do, and it shows a guy levitating while he's meditating. What I think that I do, and it's somebody with gold all around them, and like gold beams of light all around them, and their chakras in alignment and all that stuff. And then what I really do, and it's just a girl sitting in a
He's
armchair,
mhm.
just chilling.
With her hands in her lap and her eyes closed, just chilling
Yeah,
in an easy chair. Yeah.
doesn't have to be hard, folks.
That's it. I love those 6 panel memes. They show the point really well.
Yes.
But it's day to day meditations. We actually meditate spontaneously without really knowing that that's a potential label for what we're doing. Therefore, obviously, we're not capitalizing on those due to a lack of awareness. So, that's one of the points of this show is to bring awareness to, first of all, where you're actually meditating and you did not know that it qualifies as that, maybe. So, Iris, off the top of your head, what are some favorite ways? Oh, and if anybody listening, if you have a favorite meditation, please describe it, name it in the comments. But I'm starting obviously with Iris. What are some typical ways that you enjoy meditating? And
Oh, and I know you just asked a question, but I want to throw
sure.
something in real
Oh,
quick.
okay. Yeah.
One thing that I heard years ago that has stuck with me, and talk
Mm-hmm.
about what meditation is and isn't. Um, I heard meditation is listening, where praying is talking, and I thought that was a very
Yes.
clear, because the communication should go both
You know
ways.
what? We do need to define what is meditation, and I did skip that step, and I think that's where you're going. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And then
Meditation is listening. Yeah.
so my favorite ways of meditating.
What's your favorite way of listening to the beyond?
What is my favorite way?
I'm sure it changes from time to time.
Yeah, I love when I get in the zone. Like I do it a lot when I'm writing. I'll be
Mm,
writing, and it's like all of a sudden all these thoughts are coming from other places, and I know it's not me. And sometimes I'll even stop while I'm doing the writing and have conversations with others, and that kind of thing. And it's like, and I know that I'm really in the space. I've let it take me there, and I do some of my best writing when I'm just kind of channeling it. It's just awesome. Um,
Nice.
yeah, and what I do most frequently is just deep breaths and grounding myself and checking in. It's like while I'm grounding and breathing, and I'll just kind of pop up above myself and kind of go, okay, what's going on and what do I need?
When you say deep breathing and grounding, can you essentially walk us through 5 or 6 steps that you take to
Yeah.
do that?
I'll literally just like I can be at my desk or something and things will be real crazy at the moment, and I'll just okay, stop and just kind of check. I feel myself in my seat.
Hmm.
I take a couple of deep breaths and I get into, I imagine my heart space, and I will travel through my body down my legs and pull earth energy up through the bottom of my feet. And I'll focus on that until I actually feel the energy tingling at the bottom of my feet. And
Okay.
sometimes if I'm way out there, I will go into the ground in my mind and get it and pull it. Um, but most of the time I can just feel it rising up to meet me, and I'll let it come up and go all the way up through my body. And sometimes while I'm going up, I'm making sure my chakras are activated. So I'm imagining red and that it's spinning, and orange and that it's
Yeah.
spinning, and yellow and that it's spinning, and making sure that they're all going and go all the way up. And when I come out to the top of my head, I imagine myself in a ball of light, sitting in that ball of light above my head. So,
Ooh,
so I'm kind of out of myself. And if I
sure.
want, I can go on up to the seventh plane to creator.
Right.
But and sometimes I do that when I'm doing deeper meditation. But a lot of times I just kind of be outside myself for a minute, and then I pull it back down. I go all the way back down to my feet and bring the earth, so that way I've got that symmetry going of it going back, and I come back to my heart space and let it settle, and then usually I am all the chaos is gone when I do that.
I got the image of a spiritual elevator going up,
Yeah.
fourth floor, fifth floor, seventh dimension, eighth dimension,
Yeah, yeah.
creator, bing, bing, nirvana, shoes, chocolate, seventh floor, bing, bing, furry
just
pajamas, hot baths, aromatherapy, pussycats, bing, bing,
just
sixth
don't do
floor.
the elevator to the top floor in Twilight Zone where it's all the mannequins.
Oh, Lord, no, let's not do that. Don't go, yeah, and don't go all the way to the bottom floor either. Not unless you're in for a really hot evening.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you want warm
I'm kidding.
feet? Go for it. I feel a
I'm
little
just teasing.
chilly. I'm going deep.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Now, Lee shared one of her meditations. If you can throw that on the screen.
Oh, I like that. I enjoy candle meditation, focusing on the flame and its movement and color changes.
Ooh, I haven't tried changing the color of the flame. Thanks for the quote hot tip, Lee. That
That
sounds like
brings back
fun.
memories from
Oh,
my
yes?
childhood. When I was young, my mother would every so often she'd pull out the good china, and we had to practice setting the table, and then we'd have a meal with it so that we would know proper etiquette when we went out to eat. And I can't tell you, I went to a business meeting one time where it was a big banquet, and we were
Yeah.
all sitting there, and somebody like across the table from me was like, I don't know where to start. And I said, and I could tell them, and they were like,
Start from the
really? And the
outside
people
and
next to
work
me
in.
going, so what's this one for? What's this?
It became sort of a Jumanji board game on the dinner table, didn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But we'd
Monopoly.
have these really nice dinners, and Mom would have candlesticks. And so we had this really, we'd have grape juice in our wine glasses, and Mom and Dad have wine. It was just really, it was a fun night when we do it. But my sister and I would get fascinated with the candles. So after we finish eating, we would just sit there, and I can remember sitting while I was eating and just watching the candles and just being transposed and not
Oh,
really understanding it. I'm 8 years old, and I'm just kind of like, oh, this is
you're
cool.
meditating.
I'm in the
Yeah.
zone. Yeah. And then when we'd start clearing the dishes and all, before we blew out the candles, my sister and I would do the thing where you pass your finger through the flame and how slow can you go? And
Play with it. Yeah.
yeah. So that's an excellent one. Yeah.
Oh man, you reminded me of something else I saw this past weekend that was very cool. I went to a sacred fire, a public sacred fire over in Oak Ridge, near the Greensboro Airport, last weekend before. Not this weekend, but the week before. Or was it? No, it was this last week. Well, anyway, and there were some people, some new people in the group from a similar spiritual tradition that comes out of ancient Mexico and the indigenous people. And you do stuff over the fire. You put some tobacco in the fire if you want to. A wood stick ceremony. You walk around. It's called opening the fire. And the last pass you do just for yourself to open yourself up. You don't use tobacco or copal or chocolate or whatever on the last pass, walking around past the fire. And one of the guys, he stopped and kneeled, and he actually reached out and grabbed a little off the top of the flame and went over his head.
Oh.
And I was like, ooh, I like that. And I mean, he didn't stay there long. It was just, doop, the fire was here, and he went, doop, and grabbed a little, and like people do with smoke in ritual.
Mm-hmm.
He did it with a flame. I was like, oh. That's
We
all I could do to keep from being a total nerd at a very quiet time.
we went camping a lot with my grandparents, and I can remember when I was little sitting by the fire, especially
Yeah.
at night,
Yeah.
and watching the flames and getting into conversations with the fire. I mean, just being in my head and just, and watching it dance and, seeing its reaction, having that mind connection with the flames and
And the
how it would,
waves of light going through the orange and red coals.
yes.
Yeah, everything.
And
And the
sometimes sitting there
smoke,
and going, okay, can you
watching
go
the
over
smoke.
here? Can you go over there? And watching it get higher and lower and
It'll
yeah,
do it. It'll do it. Yeah.
and
Oh,
not
that's
really
awesome.
realizing what I was doing.
Hmm. Again, we do this instinctively. Yeah, meditation and being energetically connected with our environment is primal. It's very
Yeah.
primal. It's very primal stuff. And so, Lee, thank you. You started us on a really interesting path. If you've got other meditations you like sharing, please do. Other people, please feel free to share with us, writing in the comments or in the chat. And I was going to say, my favorite meditation is eating. But a lot of people, thank you. Eating, but I'm talking about eating as a meditation when you do it with intention, when you do it with thought, and literally, I'm skipping over a few things, but literally what I'm doing is I'm chewing and I'm listening to the sound of my teeth crunching. I'm feeling what the food feels like as it disintegrates between my teeth, which by chemistry studies and metaphysical studies, that's a releasing of energy. Whenever you crush something and change it from solid to dust to water to gas or whatever, you're releasing energy every single time you do that. So I'm paying attention to the little tiny energy bursts that are coming from crushing it and obviously chewing raw food and fresh food. It happens even more like grapes. All right, somebody's losing it over here. Grapes, pineapples, apples. You can
All
tell
I
it
could
even more.
think of is that I showed you the the trailer for that movie about food that God, who
Sausage party.
yes, and the woman picks up the and it's a cartoon and it is so but she picks up a couple
Oh,
of the
so
baby
obscene.
carrots and throw them in and she's crunching and they're going, "Oh my god, she's eating
She's
the
eating.
babies."
Yeah, they thought they were going to get liberated, and she was
Yeah.
eating. We were in somebody's kitchen. Yeah, it was a funny movie. Sausage Party, right?
Yes, that's good. I'm glad you remembered.
We recommend. Yeah, we recommend that for very good funnies and philosophy. But yeah, that's actually what I'm doing. But I'm a little more mindful than the lady in the cartoon. But cooking also is a meditation because it's a routine. Stirring actually becomes a repetition, and talking and for the purposes of the show, anything that you do that has a repetitive behavior in it, such as cooking and stirring, walking, singing, chanting, cleaning, becomes a ritual that can be a very profound meditation. Cleaning in meditation is actually very, very basic in monk training, in nun training, in higher meditative practices. Guys, you remember the Karate Kid? Wax on, wax off.
Hmm.
Yeah, anything where paint on, paint off. Just go up, go down.
If
All
you
that.
saw the movie Get Out, you know when she's hypnotizing the guy, she's stirring the tea.
Yes, yes. Stirring the tea does that. Swinging
Hmm.
the
Metronomes.
the metronomes. Yep. Yeah, hypnotism and all that. Anything that's in a repetitive pattern, that is a meditation. So it's easy to create one. You can walk around your house. You can walk from your desk to your car, to your elevator, to lunch and back. Walking can do it. Running can do it. Exercise can do it. Iris, what are some other examples of daily living that can be repetitive yet meditative?
I used to meditate a lot when I played the piano when I would be practicing.
Repetition,
Yeah,
yeah.
that because you're practicing for the muscle memory and you kind of get into a zone with that. So when I play the more familiar tunes, I kind of get lost. Um, one time I was in a piano recital, and this was when I was real young, and I had played it, and I got into the music, and I was supposed to play it, and then when I played it, the you play it a second time, and then it was supposed to change at the end. I found myself going right back to the beginning, and I was like, "Oh crap!" And so I asked this. I turned around, the teacher was behind me. I said, "Can I just keep going and now play it?" And she, yeah, yeah, because it was like I had gotten lost in my head. Just
In the cycle,
yeah.
yeah.
And then listening to music, driving sometimes.
Ooh, that's self hypnosis, actually. Driving will definitely put you in meditative slash hypnotic state, a light hypnotic state, to the point you won't remember where you drove and how you got there. Because you sort of like automatic driving is another word for it, unless something remarkable happens, like slamming brakes or a cat runs out in the road, something like that. It won't. Yeah, that's an excellent example,
Yeah.
for sure, for sure. Um, Breathing has a lot to do with successful meditation. Slow, even, rhythmic breathing. If you are prone to shallow breathing, or it's helpful to even notice when, if you have developed a habit of holding your breath, like when you're watching stressful television news, or you're listening to a stressful person, like a boss that you don't like, or a client that's being inappropriate, or a patient, or whatever your situation is, or you're
Or when you
dealing
find
with some.
yourself going, are you letting it go and picking back up your breathing? You know, when you have that
Yes.
shock moment, and it's like,
Breathe,
don't
exhale,
forget.
breathe, exhale, and suck in again. Keep going, because that holding your breath and shallow breathing is reinforces. negative biology, negative health effects. Breathing deeply and slowly also activates your vagus nerve.
Mm.
Very, yeah. I learned a little bit more about this. I think it was Janet Hosmer posted about that. Deep breathing gets your vagus nerve, which is up and down the center of it's in the middle of your torso. It's not near your spine. It's not near your ribs. It's in the middle. It goes past your heart and down into your intestine, down behind your intestine as well. And when your vagus nerve is clicking along naturally, your whole body will syncopate a lot more easily, energetically and
Mm.
physically, and chemically, and um, lymphatically, and everything else. So, keeping your vagus nerve healthy, deep breathing pushes on it. It goes right through your diaphragm. The nerve does, just like everything else. And so that keeps your vagus nerve happy too. Nice deep breathing. There's also some bending and twisting exercises you can do. But for right now, that's yet another benefit of breathing is to keep that vagus nerve activated. Holding your breath stops that opportunity. And when you've been doing that for years, you got some cleaning up to do,
Mm-hmm.
some fixing to do. Meditating slowly and deeply, breathing while you meditate, breathing slowly and deeply, also has the effect of making your brain shift and calm down and focus. When you take a deep breath, hold it for a few seconds and blow it out with intention, try it counting. And for if y'all would like, you can try it with me right now. Inhale for the count of, let's say, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Blow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do that cycle on your own. And if 7's too short, you can do 8, 10, 12, 5, whatever works for you. The number's your choice. What's happening as you do that is your left brain, which is the ego control, mathematical, super logical part of your brain, it now has to babysit something. Holy crap, she's breathing. She's not letting us breathe on automatic. She might stop breathing. We have to pay attention. Make sure she keeps breathing. We're counting. Okay. What number are we on? And the left brain babysits all that. Now, your right brain can enjoy the benefits of what that slow breathing is doing to slow down the metabolism and equilibrium of your brain and heart and body energy. And so it benefits both sides of your brain. It occupies both sides of your brains. So when you're feeling chaotic or you're in a chaotic situation or a chaotic conversation or a stressful situation, at least 2 deep breaths. 3 is ideal. At least 2 deep breaths, your brain will suddenly snap into clarity and focus. It doesn't just clear up, it actually lets you hyper focus on what you need to do. So it's a nice double whammy kind of thing. So deep breaths before, during, and after in a meditation. It's a great way to start one, and it's a great way to finish one. Full deep breaths is a meditation I do when I wake up in the morning. I mean, I blow out until I can't blow out anymore. I'm like, pushing really hard and taking a huge, really deep breath for maximum lung expansion and so on. It's amazing how much you can exhale, and you didn't know you could exhale a little more. Push again. You can exhale a little more, and you're like, holy crap, how long has this stale air been down in here? Get you some fresh in there.
Yeah.
Get you
Yeah.
some fresh. Get you some fresh air. And I do 2 or 3 deep breaths first thing in the morning. And that makes your brain wake up too really quick. It's nice. Sometimes I do it on the way to the bathroom because that's going to the bathroom is a necessary meditation
Yeah.
first thing in the morning. For sure, all human things aside.
Sometimes I have some of my best revelations in the bathroom, and I think it's the water.
Definitely. It is the water. Water acts like an antenna on psychic processes. Absolutely, just like rocks and crystals do. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
finally
and
figured that one out because I quit apologizing to whatever. I can't believe I'm thinking about this in here.
it's a water closet. The shower, the sink, the toilet,
Yeah.
all the pipes going around and under and through the room. Yeah, you're actually bathroom water closets are and ponds and swimming pools and spas and saunas and
Oh,
oceans and lakes. All those things are hyperconductors of psychic energy. Absolutely, all the time. Famous readers talk about that they take calls while they're auditory. I mean, audio calls, not video calls, while they're actually floating in a bathtub. And they just don't talk about that because the acoustics are actually pretty good too.
hmm
Yeah. So we're getting at, out to 5 minutes past 10. So let's go ahead and start the meditation that generically we've been calling it going to your sacred space. And I'm going to guide you to that place. I'm going to ask you to visualize and create things as you wish, as you would do it. And then we're going to call in some guidance and angels and whatever to give you a message. Oh, my nose is starting to tickle.
Can you hear the music?
I can hear the music.
Okay.
Let us know if you guys can hear the music out there. Lee, drop us a yes, no. And then I'm going to bring you back out of the meditation. Can't leave you out there. You will never be able to drive in a car. You'll never get to work tomorrow.
It's awesome. I love this one.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Absolutely. We've had a lot of fun with this meditation. So, guys, let us know if you can hear the music playing behind me.
I'm pretty sure if you can hear it, they can, but I still want to. It would be nice to have that confirmation. But
absolutely. It's possible that Lee had to jump off. She's our chat person today. But in any case, I'm going to continue because the meditation exists whether the music does or not. And this is fun. So, as you can imagine, step one, get comfortable. Relax.
I have to put the meditation. I'm sorry. I have to put the
credentials.
Yeah.
Yeah, credit. Absolutely. Elf Meditation, Kevin MacLeod, incomtech.com. So, to our meditation, get comfortable where you are. Close your eyes and take a nice deep breath slowly in through your nose. And blow out through your mouth with intention of releasing and relaxing. Inhale again to inhale positive energies of beautiful intention. And when you exhale, drop your shoulders, release your jaw, allow your spine and your mind to relax. Inhaling positive energies, white lights, ethereal energies, letting those energies fill up and relax your body. Exhaling to release and make more room for those energies, releasing what no longer serves you with intention and peace. Continue breathing at your own pace, slowly and calmly, but definitely a nice, even, regular breathing pace. And in your mind's eye, begin walking down a path. See your feet and yourself from your eyes looking out, a path on the ground in front of you, and it can be dirt or stone or grass or wood or concrete, but a lovely, sunlit, happy, clean path heading into the trees. You can see trees out there. Keep walking. It's a lovely day, 70, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. You're feeling healthy. Your body is limber and loose. You feel relaxed. Breathing is easy, and there's lovely smells of nature, leaves and trees on the breeze, grass. Take a deep breath. And as you easily walk along this path, you notice that you're coming up to the side of the path. There's a tiny flower growing, a little bloom all by itself. And you stop at the flower. And looking down at the flower, you look at its beautiful colors and shapes of the petals. Maybe you crouch down a little bit, get closer, you can smell it. Have a little whiff, a little greeny, earthy smell, a little herbally. Reach out with your hand, and we're going to try something. Reach out and get a hold of the stem and pluck the flower, pick it off. And hold that thing up to your nose, maybe up to your cheek. Maybe put it on your forehead and feel the color, the energy, and all the sparkling qualities of that cool little flower. Tell it in your mind's eye. Talk to it and tell it thank you. Tell it how beautiful it is, how much you appreciate it. Now here's the magic part. The flower is in your hand. Take your hand and flower and reach out and put the flower stem right back where it was. And magically, it instantly mends all back together. And the flower is whole and complete and healed up as if nothing ever happened. And it's glowing and growing right where it was, just as beautiful and bright as it was before. You can do that. But we have somewhere to be, so stand up on your path and start walking again, same direction. What do you feel beneath your feet? Is it crunchy? Is it smooth? Is it soft? Are you barefoot, or are you clicking along in shoe soles? What do you feel? You feel the gravity? You feel your feet hitting the ground? It's your connection to Gaia. As you walk along, you're coming up on a soul tree. The trees are getting closer, and this is the first tree. And it's on the other side of the path, right beside the path. It's a pine tree. Pine tree wants a hug. Stop on your path and touch the pine tree and feel its rough bark. And when you're ready, lean into the tree for a little hug. Perhaps you can feel the edges of the bark on your cheek. Some of it crumbles. It's okay, it needs to shed. It's okay. And you can feel the solidness of the tree, the wood, the strength of it. And maybe you can smell a little bit of the pine. One of the branches is low enough for you to reach. It has needles, little green needles. Reach up and pluck off one. Same as before, pluck off a little pine needle. And look down at the needle in your mind's eye. Look down at your hand and see that needle against your finger. Take your thumbnail and scratch the needle a little bit. You might want to actually do this with your own hand in real life. And bring it that scratched needle, bring it to your nose. Inhale and smell. The pine oil, the pine essence coming out of that needle. Tell it thank you. Let it know how beautiful it is in your mind, in your energy. And reach up and put the pine needle back on the tree, back on the branch. The end of the needle slips right into its little tiny socket, and it is whole, and it is perfect, and even the scratches you made are all gone. And it is happy for the love touch that you gave it. Pat the tree, step back onto your path, and keep walking. It's still a beautiful, easy, comfortable day, a light breeze, nice deep breath. In your mind's eye, up ahead, you see a stairwell going down. Out in the middle of nowhere. Maybe you got trees out in front of you, but before we get to the forest, there's a stairwell. And we walk up to the top of the stairwell, and it has a beautiful railing, a handrail all the way down. Can't really see what's at the bottom. It's a little bit foggy. But the energy coming up feels wonderful and inviting. Almost feels like home. Home calling you. So in your mind's eye, look at these stairs and this hand railing a little closer. What are they made of? Are they concrete, marble, stone, wood? Are they just earthy, chopped into the side of the earth? Maybe they're all dirt, grass, different kinds of wood, snow, ice. What are they made of? They can be made of anything. They're your stairs. The railing, is it wood? Is it metal? Is it ceramic or plastic? Stone? Glass? Put your hand on the railing in your mind's eye. Reach out and feel the railing. Is it smooth, rough, cool, or warm? We're going to walk down these stairs. So take a nice deep breath, and I'm going to count off the stairs as we go down each level. So stay with me, please. Take a nice deep breath and step down one step. Exhale and release a little bit. Next, put a toe out and step down to step number 2 and release a little more. Relax. Let your mind, your soul, and your energy open up and more. Step 3, step down. Your hand is sliding on the railing with you. Allow your mind to come down and be more quiet as you step down. Again, step 4, down. Let's go again. Step down, quieter mind, even deeper. Step 5, relaxing, releasing. The fog around you, you're in the fog now. Stop on 5 for a minute. Take a nice deep breath. You're on step number 5. You can see a little vague doorway down at the bottom. There's a landing and a doorway at the bottom. Got 5 more steps to go. Okay. The fog is thinning out as you go through it. Step down, take a breath. Step 6. Going deeper, step 7. Stepping down. Step down again, step 8. Take a deep breath. Your hand is on the railing. You're going deeper and calmer and wider. You're being Your beingness is bigger. Step 9, stepping down. Step 10, step down onto the landing you saw. Just a little tiny landing, like a tiny room. There is a door on one side. Stairs are on one side, the door is on the other. In your mind's eye, stand in that landing and contemplate that door. Look at it. It's your door. What does it look like to you? What's it made of? Is it a curtain of leafy vines? Is it wooden panels with a doorknob? Is it a sheet of sparkling light? Is it a squeaky metal elevator door like on Star Trek that goes eert, eert when it moves and it splits down the middle? Is it a boulder that rolls aside and rolls back? Doesn't matter. What is it to you? Feel, look at that. Put your hand on it, touch it. Don't push on it, but touch it. We're going to go through this door in just a minute. We're going to take a deep breath, and on the other side is your sacred space that no one else in the whole cosmos can go into without your invitation. You can invite other beings and people all you want, but this is your private, exclusive space that we're about to step into. It is a sacred space. And it can be anything. It can look and feel like anything that you want. But we step into it with honor and relaxation and openness and love. Because this is a magic place we can manifest in here easily. So, put your hand on the door. And I will count you through to step through. On the count of backwards from 3, you'll push and step through. Hand on the door, deep breath. Come in. Place your hand. 3, 2, 1. Push open. Step through. Just look around for a minute. Take it all in. Look around. Look upward. Look out in the distance. Now look the other way, out in the distance. If you want, you can look down at your feet. What's underneath your feet? What does that look like? Take a few steps. What does that feel like? Take a nice deep breath. Inhale this beautiful energy. This is your personal, sacred, beautiful space. And only creatures that you invite come here. So, in this beautiful space, maybe you're out in the deep cosmos, in deep space, velvety skies of black and stars and color. Perhaps you're in an ocean and everything is water, and you easily breathe water in your sacred space. Perhaps you're in a meadow or a garden. Perhaps you're in a sacred building that you love. It can be something you've seen or something you've never seen. You're here now. So proceed forward, fly, swim, float, walk, roll, whatever you want to do. Move forward into your world and look around. There is a high probability that there are creatures there that you know you love and you have invited. And they come to see you. They're so excited to see you. They come and float and fly alongside of you. And they can be anything. They can be whales. They can be birds. They can be cats and dogs. They can be mermaids. They can be paramecium. They can be ETs. They can be other humans. They can be teddy bears. They can be bunny rabbits, alligators, snakes, cute little fuzzy fox-faced bats, whatever. How about a yeti? Anybody see a yeti? An abominable snowman? Or a Sasquatch? They're fun too. Those guys know how to party. They're pretty fun. Well, in my world, they're there. So look at all your friends. Maybe there's butterflies coming, praying mantises, all kind ladybugs. There's all kinds of things. Flowers, trees. They walk and talk too. Remember Lord of the Rings? Yeah, the trees talk. And they move. In your mind's eye, while you're communing and connecting and watching your little friends and soaking up the views of your space, I'm going to ask you to draw your attention and manifest in the distance, not too far, but in the distance, a small little mountain range, maybe 2 or 3 mountains, small. And one of them is a tabletop. It's flat. Okay? If you're out in space, that can be a planet that has a little flat space on it. If you're in the water, a coral reef can come up. If you're out on land somewhere, a mountain can materialize out of the sky, out of the fog, come up through the lake or the ocean that's over there, whatever you want to do. Be creative. Or just sit there and watch it happen, which is even more fun. Go to that table. Fly. Walk. Roll. Teleport. Yeah, dematerialize where you are. Rematerialize standing on that beautiful flat space and look down. What is this mountain rock made of? Is yours malachite and green stripes? Is it rose quartz, sparkly with soft pink? Is it diamond and beautiful flashing rainbow facets? Is it black obsidian, smooth and shiny black glass? Or is it something else that you love looking at? Maybe you like gold. Maybe you like silver. Maybe it's all that. Let it be that. Now, in your mind's eye, we're going to create some more. Allow a piece of furniture to rise out of the center of this flat area and these gorgeous little mountains overlooking your sacred space. Allow a very comfortable table, like a perfect ergonomic body-forming shaped recliner chair table thing, like a massage table almost, to come up, like a dentist chair but no dentist, to come up. And in this beautiful manifestation, it has the perfect cushions. It has the perfect blankets. It has the perfect temperature. And you crawl up onto it and settle in. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale. Settle in, relax, lay back as you exhale. Release and just melt into this perfect chair that supports your arms, your back, your neck and head. The bottom of it materializes more and gently lifts your feet and legs up to the perfect height of comfort for you. This is so wonderful and soft and firm. And Ooh, it even smells good. What's your favorite smell? Cut grass, melted butter, chocolate, gasoline, whatever. Straw, yeah, perfume, whatever you like. That's what it smells like every time you move. It's awesome. Get nice and comfy. You can even wiggle in a little bit. Some of those creatures that were moving with you through the air, invite them to come sit on you. They meditate. They're spirit guides. They might choose to sit nearby. They might choose to sit on your lap. They might choose to sit on the headrest. Invite the birds and the creatures and the beings, whoever wants to come hang out for this meditation, to hold this, invite them to hold the space for you. Because next, in your mind's eye, as you are reclining in that chair, look over to your, let's say, left. And there is a curtain freestanding right beside the table. And it goes up, it touches the ground, and it goes up about 7-8 feet. And you cannot see through it. It just materialized out of the air. We asked it to. It is an opaque curtain. It's maybe 10 feet wide, about 7 feet tall, made of anything you want. It could be quilted fabric, clouds, leaves, fairy dust, vines, wood, whatever. It's a curtain, and it's going to move in just a minute. Take a nice deep breath as you look at this curtain. Behind this curtain is standing the spirit guide that needs to tell you its message the most right now. It's got the message that you need the most right now in your life. And that spirit guide has come to tell it you, or show you, or demonstrate it, or whatever the message is, has agreed to come and stand behind that curtain that we are about to move. So call in your spirit guides. Whoever needs to give me my most important message right now, please come stand behind this curtain. Whatever wording you want to use, but that's the message, your mind's eye to put out, your mind's intention, your heart's intention. And yeah, boy, there's all kinds of spirit guides going boom, 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 boom. I can feel them and hearing them landing everywhere. For everybody who's going to do this meditation, that's cool. You guys are doing good. You're calling them in. All right. You're still in your nice comfy bed, chair thing. Happy, happy pillows. And we're going to count backwards from 3, just like we did at the door. And at 1, the curtain is going to drop, disappear completely, and you will be looking at your spirit guide. Keep your mind open for what or who it might look like. You don't know. You're not supposed to know. It's cool. It's going to be wonderful. Please leave your mind open for any possibility. Have no preconceived notions. Just whatever loves me needs to talk to me. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1. Drop the curtain. Look at your guide. And just take it in. You don't have to identify it. Just take it in. Say hello. Show, send gratitude and love. Allow your spirit guide to send you love. They're there because they love you. Yeah. And now it's time to have a meaningful conversation with your spirit guide. Maybe your spirit guide will crawl up on the recliner with you. Maybe it just reaches out and holds your hands. Maybe it comes up and cradles your head, or puts a hand or an appendage on your heart. Maybe both of you float up in the air and stand together like a yin yang and weave together temporarily. Interact. Use your intuition and interact. Listen or feel your message now. See what you're being shown. Interpret later. Just see it. Take it in. Record it. Remember it. Don't interpret. Just record. See it and take it in. Listen and take it in. Notice any sensations your body is having. Buzzy feelings, melty feelings, tingly feelings, hot, cold, fuzzy, cool, crinkly, floaty, maybe very solid and heavy. Feel that, notice that, enjoy that. Let your spirit guide wrap up the message. Show your gratitude. Send them pictures of gratitude. Send them feelings from your heart chakra. Maybe you like beaming light out of your chest. Maybe you like sending music notes out your mouth. Maybe you like showing it through your eyes, or your brain, or your hands. Show them thank you. Some of you have a them. Some of you have more than one spirit guide present. That's cool. Group hug. Be affectionate with them, whatever that looks like. And let them go. They will be back another day. Release. So that you can come back to your normal state to use their advice. So they have to let go. You have to let them step back from your table. In your mind's eye, watch your spirit guide dissipates. Yours might move further away in space, up into the sky until it's out of sight. Maybe yours disappears in a cloud, fog, mist, and gradually disappears. Maybe yours melts into the side of the mountain and just becomes one with the earth, or the water, or the air. Time to stand up and come off of your recliner and allow it to sink back into the mountain. Tell it thank you as all the pillows and chairs disappear that you created. Take a nice deep breath. You've got a message. Let your brain soak up those files. We'll process in a minute. But get you a long-term memory going there. Let those review what you saw, what you heard, what you felt, what you smelled. Review it quickly, shortly, briefly in your head. As you do so, turn around. You see the door that you came in through way, 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 way over there? Time to fly back towards it. So lift off from your mountain. You can teleport, float, fly, swim. You're heading back for that door that you created. Your buddies are flying, moving along with you. They're saying goodbye. Thank you. Can't wait till next time. They know there is a next time. They're so happy you visited. And they're escorting you home. Come land in front of your door. It is a sacred process to go in and out that door. You take your time. Take a nice deep breath as you touch down in front of that door. Does it look the same on this side as it does on the other side? Maybe. Maybe not. It's okay. Turn around and tell your sacred space as a whole, thank you. Send blessings. You're about to leave in a very sacred space. You say thank you. You say goodbye to everything. Namaste. Aho. Ashe. Shalom. And in your mind's eye, turn back to your door. We're going to go through it the same way we did before. Put your hand on the door. I'll count you back. You step through. 3, 2, 1. Step through. Inhale, blow out. Step through. You're on the landing again. The door gently closes behind you. Your foggy staircase is right there. Nice. It still feels inviting. It's a little different. Your message is different. Still got that message in your awareness. Put your hand on the railing. Plant your foot on the first step. Step number 10. Actually, you're on number 10. Step on number 9. Step up on number 8. Step up on number 7. Your hand slides on that railing with you. Sturdy, strong. Your mind is a little clearer, a little sharper as you step up. A little more focused. Step up number 6. Step up number 5. You're halfway home. Stop, look around. It's foggy down below. The landing and the door starting to disappear from your mind's eye vision, but when you look up, you can see sunlight. You can see the top of a pine tree. You can see birds. So take another deep breath and step up on number 4. Step up number 3. Move your feet, feel the ground as you step down on number 2. It's solid. Your mind is sharper, clearer, focusing more and more, waking up. Step up number 1. Boom. You're back. You're solid. You feel gravity. You feel the breeze, the sunshine. Take a nice deep breath. In your mind's eye, there's that path that you came in on. Does it look the same? Maybe. Maybe it's different. It's time to start walking back to where you were, taking your new memory with you of your message. Walk down that path. You see your friend, the pine tree, walking past. You can touch it if you want. You see your little flower friend growing on the other side after a few steps. Just tell it hello. You're getting crisper and waker. Waker. More awake. You feel happy, alive, refreshed. You're going to do something with that message. Namaste. 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 Enjoy. All right, kill the music. So guys, all kinds of cool messages. If you want to process that message by yourself or with a friend or a loved one, if you want to email it to us and let us know what you got, you can reach us through Facebook. You can email Iris at iriscarter.com. You can reach me, Margot, at indigoanswers.com. lighten.com. And if you feel like sharing, you can. If a question comes up, you can ask us questions. But Iris, can I ask you what happened to you? The message is personal, but what did you
Yeah.
say? What did you
Um,
say?
what's interesting is Heather Hilton says it was amazing, and also while we were doing the meditation, Ken Pataki uh, stepped in and said hello and sending love. So we appreciate that acknowledgement. Um, it's interesting because you took me through this meditation before, and I've done it for myself since,
Good.
and the place remains consistent. And what's interesting is I had a cat named Oberon. He was a black cat, and I named him after the king of the fairies, and he really fulfilled that role. And I have a fairy story related to that. I won't get into it, but he watches over the place while I'm not there.
King
And
Kitty, King Kitty.
yeah, and he's protective, but he's in sync with everything that's going on. And it's very it's a
Is
very
Oberon who showed up?
Oberon's not the one that showed up. Oberon
Okay.
stays in the
Well, he moved
house.
around with you while you were there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, but he didn't go over to the plateau with me.
This
He
time.
just
Okay.
yeah. But it was interesting the entity that came uh yeah, Ken likes it too. Thank you. Um for me, the being that came to me, I never got a clear face, but it was very glowing and white, and
Ethereal.
yeah, it was a higher, very high vibration, and it was like a shape of a man that had strength, which is something that I've been looking for lately.
Yeah.
Um and it was like he got behind the chair and he was rubbing my shoulders and showing me
Oh.
things. And
Oh.
yeah, and so I brought back the message, and I've got some things that one of the biggest things was for me, the message, the vision that I got was like a dirt path. It was interesting because it was a dirt path that was very, not quite apocalyptic. It was like everything was dry and dusty and
Okay.
littered with stuff, like
Okay.
just little. And I need to pay attention to what those things are, because what that is my past, and it's things that I need to let go of. And just ahead, it's the greener grass, and that's the vision I got. And so, yeah, Uncle
Working on
Clint,
some letting go. That's okay.
yeah,
They want you to focus on letting go, paying attention in terms of acknowledge, and release. Yeah.
yes. So that was
Excellent.
very interesting.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
If
you.
anybody else wants to share what their spirit guide was that they saw, you don't have to tell us about your message, but I'm definitely curious about what being showed up behind your curtain. Because I've done this in the past, and a bear showed up one time, a Sasquatch showed up another time, a Native American guide showed up another time. Shapeless, energetic, ethereal beings have showed up a few times. A water creature showed up another time, a crystal creature, sort of like a rock'em sock'em robot made out of clear crystals. Crystal man, person thing, whatever showed up another time. And they all interact differently. And the message is always, well, shit, I knew that. I just didn't notice it before. And sometimes it is total, oh my God, that's right. I have never thought about it that way. You get some of that too. But we've had, Iris and I have had fun with this meditation at least one time that I can remember very clearly. For some reason, I felt invited to go into Iris's space while we were going in. I went with her through the
Oh,
door.
okay.
Yeah, I went
Yeah.
through with you through the door. And I can do that if you invite me, and you can do it energetically. You don't have to say anything. The energy's there. And you can actually meet other people in that meditation. In other words, whoever else was out there, you can tell them, hey, because we all can multi-locate. We can all bilocate. That's natural when you're in your energetic state, which is what you're in when you're meditating. A female wolf showed up for me. Oh, show her the wolf that
Ah,
learned awareness. Yeah,
yeah.
show her that. We got a funny for you, Heather.
When you teach a wolf to meditate, then that wolf becomes aware